I decided to do this commentary early before I go and watch Teen Titans Go, the episode Colors of Raven, because I'm pretty sure if I watch that episode, I'm going to completely forget about doing this commentary, so decided to do it now. And the point of this commentary is pretty much this. Just me asking this one simple question. What the hell is going on in DC Comics? Seriously, just what the hell? It seems to me, ever since this New 52 has launched, there has been a huge amount of bullshit going on for the past 2 years. Even now, recently, a lot of bullshit is happening. And I just don't know. I really don't know what the hell is going on. The reason that I'm doing this video is because of the controversy stuff that is happening for the past few weeks, or at least I would say this month and last month. Also, this conversation that I had with a friend of mine earlier today surrounding the Batwoman incident. If you don't know what happened with the character Batwoman, well, basically the writers of Batwoman, who I heard did a wonderful job doing her story, which I feel like I should go and read right now because I feel like I'm missing out on a lot of stuff, which I am probably after this video or after me watching that episode of Teen Titans Go. Basically, the writers of Batwoman decided to leave because they couldn't get the character to marry somebody. Or marry a girl who had a long build-up romance. You know, since I heard since issue 1 they had a strong bond and there was a lot of build-up surrounding them getting together and getting engaged. But apparently DC Comics doesn't want to do that. And the writers decide that they don't want to do anything with this and they decided to leave. Now, I'm not going to center this video only about this because there's actually a lot of shit that DC has done for the past few weeks that are really, really stupid. But I mean really, really stupid. Also, a lot of writers have been leaving, which, what the fuck is going on? Seriously. But anyway, back to the Batwoman topic a little bit. Let me just give you my opinion and then I'm gonna go off on another thing. The fact that she's not allowed to marry is stupid, in my opinion. Now, DC has mentioned that this has nothing to do with the fact that she's a lesbian. This has nothing to do with sexual oriented or none of that stuff. They're not saying that they don't support gay marriage or any other, or lesbian marriage, whichever one. Basically, homosexual marriage. They're not saying that they don't support that. They just don't want that to happen. So, I just don't get it. So you don't want this character to be committed to another person? Is that it? Not to mention, this isn't the only time that a character isn't allowed to marry somebody. It happened with Aquaman. Anybody remember Queen? I can't remember her name now. I think it was Mira? I think it was Mira. But basically, Aquaman isn't married to Queen Mira. They're just living together. And apparently they can't get married. So you mean to tell me that they can't be committed? What's wrong with being committed? This leads me to believe that there's no such thing as a committed relationship now in DC. This leads me to believe. Now, I believe that whenever somebody romances with somebody, whether if it is a superhero or a regular person, the relationship is only going to last for, what, a few issues or something, and then they're gonna break up, and then this person is gonna move to the next one, blah, blah, blah. It's like going down a checklist, in my opinion. That's the way how I see it. Now, obviously, DC probably is thinking of something else for this character. Maybe I'm just over-exaggerating things, but this is honestly what I think. This is honestly what I see, so I don't get it. Plus, DC is not saying anything about this, so I'm not sure what the hell are they trying to do with this. I really am not sure. Anyway, the reason I brought up the subject of my conversation with a friend of mine was not only because of the Batwoman incident, but he introduced me to this website, which proves how stupid, how idiotic, and how much of the fans truly hate the New 52. And this website, I believe it is called how... I can't remember. Hold on. I think I got the link right here. Oh, yeah. How has DC done something stupid today? Basically. That's the website. Has DC done something stupid today.com. And basically, if you go to that website, which the link to that website will be in the description below for you guys to check it out, you'll see that there is a caption, I believe, on top of the page saying it has been blank days since DC has done something stupid. And right now, it says 0. That means they actually have done something stupid today. And I actually read the articles. Some of them are really legit, while most of them are truly over-exaggerated, in my opinion. But I find this a little bit funny, the fact that this website even exists, because I didn't think that fans would go this far to make a website dedicated to just note all the stupidityness that DC Comics has done over the past 2 years. But anyway, aside from the website, other stuff that they have done. Anybody remember the contest on Harley Quinn? Now, before I go into it, I know they apologized. I know, I really do. But the fact that they did this is not okay. The fact that they did this is not okay, especially if this alleged company is professional, not to mention a long-lasting company that's supposed to know what they're doing. But anyway, for you guys that do not know the contest with Harley Quinn, basically DC Comics has asked any artist around to create pictures for Harley Quinn committing suicide in any shape or form, but it has to be in 4 ways, in one of these 4 ways. Basically, the first one is she has to be on top of a building waiting to get struck by lightning. The second one is she has to be in an alligator pit dressed as a raw chicken about to get eaten. What? The third one, now obviously you can also see it in the website that I've mentioned in the description below because they go more in depth with this, but I'm just giving you the general idea of it. The third one says she has to be inside a whale's mouth trying to tickle it. What? And the fourth one, she has to be naked in a bathtub surrounded with toasters, blow dryers, and blenders, which by the way, they're plugged in, waiting for one of them to fall down in the bathtub. What exactly is the point in all of this? First off, I'm pretty sure that there are fans of Harley Quinn that know that Harley Quinn is not that crazy. Or at least, yeah, she is crazy, but she's not that crazy to commit suicide like this. Second, what are you going to gain with having this character commit suicide? Seriously. Now, granted, this is a contest to send them to DC Comics, which I believe is to draw a page for Harley Quinn issue 0. Which... what? So basically you want this to be canon? The fact that she is going to commit suicide, you want that to be canon? Are you fucking serious? Are you I don't know. I truly don't know. But anyway, that Harley Quinn tobacco, the fact that they did this, even though they apologized, which I respect that, but the fact that they did this, what the hell were they thinking? Seriously, what the hell were they thinking? What were they even trying to gain? Is this somehow supposed to get you money? I don't know if they realize this, but you're isolating the fans of Harley Quinn. You're also isolating new people who are introduced to Harley Quinn, which they can't because she's going to be killed off right at the beginning. So it's like, wow, why should I care about Harley Quinn? Let's say if I'm a new fan of the New 52, why should I care about Harley Quinn? She died early, very early in the comics, so I should really not care about her. And I don't see why other people care about Harley Quinn. I'm just saying this in a perspective of a new readers. So, like, wow. Just, wow. That really pissed me off. That truly did. Oh, my God. And then, Now, this isn't recent. This is actually kind of old in a way. I'm not sure when this happened, but does anybody know the writer or artist? I can't tell what he is, to be honest with you. I believe he's the writer. George Perez. He is supposedly, in my opinion, the writer of Superman. He left because he didn't know what to do with the character. In fact, they didn't know what the editors wanted to do with the character. He couldn't take it anymore and he left. And as I read the recent Superman, I've noticed a huge change in his character. It's like I can't recognize Superman anymore. He's not the symbol of hope that I wanted him to be. He's not the Superman that how do you say, that I grew up with all these years. He's just some random guy with an S symbol on his chest. Oh my god. I can't look at Superman anymore. I mean, thank God for Superman Unchained, The Adventures of Superman, and I believe Smallville, because they're the only ones that can keep Superman as the ideal of hope. Which, that's another thing. Let me talk about hope real quick. What the hell happened to the idea of hope in DC Comics? I believe it got obliterated. There is no such thing as hope, and I believe the recent event that happened in DC kind of proves this. The fact that they failed is like, what? I mean, I know it's surprising, and I do like the drama, the fact that they didn't win, but it's not only that, but ever since the New 52 has launched, the level of hope actually decreased rapidly. But I'm talking about rapidly. Does anybody remember the comic book series Green Lantern New Guardians, I believe? I can't remember the name, shit. But I believe it's that. Green Lantern, the New Guardians. Anybody what happened... sorry. I almost had a brain fart right there. Does anybody know what happened to the Blue Lanterns? The ones that are supposed to be the symbol of hope? Short answer, if you do not know what happened, the blue power battery got blown up, and almost every single Blue Lantern, except for one, got obliterated on panel. It wasn't off panel. It wasn't like they didn't, it's not like they got obliterated and they didn't show it. No, they showed it. And to be honest with you, ever since I saw that, to me, that's a signal, or at least a symbol, for telling me that there is a lack of hope in the New 52. Why was it so necessary to obliterate every single Blue Lantern with the exception of one guy? Now, I have to admit that one guy is really lucky. That one guy is really lucky. I hope that he brings back hope. Wow, that sounds so weird now that I'm saying it. I really want him to bring back hope. Because DC Comics needs hope. Really. I need hope in my comic book reading. I really do. Now, everything is so dark. Everything is so gruesome. Everything is so grim. It's like, I don't feel happy when I read comics. I don't. And don't give me that bullshit saying that, oh, you're not supposed to feel happy when you read comics. Okay, with the exception of Batman or pretty much any Batman-related comic book, I understand that because that's what makes Batman Batman. The fact that you see a lot of darkness, a lot of gloom, a lot of tragedies, all that other stuff. I understand that. But let's say for like a comic book of Superman, a comic that relates to the Blue Lanterns, who are the symbol of hope. Let me just say that. Flash, he still gives me a little bit of hope, but he does a lot of stuff that's like kind of dark. It's just like they want to keep the darkness, but they also don't want to lose how Flash gives other people hope, or at least not hope, but you know, that cheerfulness, that optimism feeling. They don't want to lose that, so they try to implement it in the New 52, but they're not doing it a lot well, in my opinion. So it's like, what the fuck? Who is this character? Oh man, but not to mention, I can't tell if Superman is a hero or an anti-hero. who is willing to do anything to get what he wants. Haven't you ever noticed that? No, seriously, can you really sit there, read a random comic of Superman, and not notice that? Well, I believe you can't notice that because if you're not like a Superman fanboy like me that has been reading since the very beginning and can tell the difference between him acting dark and him acting like the Blue Boy Scout or Big Blue Boy Scout, whatever phrase they freaking call him. I can tell the difference, and I can say that what the hell? Just what the hell? It's like I can't recognize my favorite superhero anymore. I just can't. I can't recognize him. I don't know what's going on in DC. I really don't know. I don't know what they're trying to accomplish with all these changes. To this day, I admit it before and I will admit it again. The New 52 was not necessary. It was the most unnecessary thing they could ever do in comic history, in my opinion. In my opinion, obviously. But in my opinion, these New 52, DC Comics, was so unnecessary, I don't see why they had to do it. Why couldn't you just continue with these characters? If you wanted to change what? Like, their history, their freaking costumes, was a reboot really that necessary? Well, actually, if you wanted to change their origins, I could understand that in a way. But then again, if you're going to change their origins, then don't leave any continuity. In fact, do not destroy New Earth, which is what they did in Flashpoint. What Flashpoint did, or at least what Flash did, was he merged, I believe it was the DC universe, which was the New Earth, the Vertigo universe, and I believe it was the Milestone. I'm not sure, but he merged 3 universes into one, and we have what we call now New 52 or Prime Earth. Basically, New Earth does not exist anymore. Why? Just why? Why was that so necessary? Why couldn't you just leave New Earth alone and just make an entirely different universe? I would be twice as okay with the New 52 if it went down that way. But apparently it didn't. They destroyed New 52. I mean, not New 52, sorry. They destroyed New Earth. They destroyed years of continuity. Replaced us with this bullcrap. That doesn't make sense. And I believe, when it comes to continuity, I believe Teen Titans, the comic book series, took a big hit when it comes to continuity. They took a real big hit. But I'm not even going to explain about that because I feel like I'm going to go on a tangent with the Teen Titans. So, yeah. But DC Comics has been having trouble with continuity. They have been having trouble with keeping writers afloat and trying to encourage writers to work for them. The reason I say this is because a lot of writers have been leaving DC Comics because they're not allowed to, how do you say, create, well, not create these characters, but create them in their own way. They're not allowed to do that. Only the editors apparently have more power to do that. Why? These are your writers, your building blocks. Well, I'm not sure if they're building blocks, but these are the people designing your story for these characters. They're the reason why we as fans continue reading these characters. Well, or at least that's what I believe in. But yeah, they're the reason why your stories make sense. And you're not giving them their creative input. You're not letting them be creative. What's going to happen is they're not going to feel like doing your comics. They're not going to feel like doing your work. And what's going to... Sorry, I know I keep on repeating the same words. What's going to happen is they're probably going to move, and they're going to probably end up in Marvel. Marvel probably right now is laughing at DC Comics. Marvel and pretty much any independent comic book industry is probably laughing at DC Comics right now. And they're probably taking notes to see what mistakes they should not make. And to be honest with you, that's a smart move. That's a really smart move. I gotta clap for Marvel, cause right now they're not receiving shit right now. Well, actually, I believe they are, but not as much as DC Comics. So yeah, DC Comics, what is going on? I used to love you, but This is too much for me. This is real too much for me. Right now, at this point, I don't even feel like reading their comics anymore. At this point. The only comic book series that I read in DC Comics is Superman, obviously. Teen Titans, obviously. Justice League. Batman. Well, I kind of stopped because I didn't have that much money to order Batman. Smallville, which I believe they're still going. Are they still going? Yeah, I still believe they're still going. I can't remember any other comics, but that's pretty much it. Those 3. It used to be 7. It used to be Green Lantern, Flash, Green Arrow, Superman, Batman, Justice League, Teen Titans, Ravengers, but then they ended the series. What was it? The Legion Loss and the other one that involved Legion Loss? I can't remember that name of the other one, but I used to read that until they canceled it. And no, Justice League Dark. And then I had to cancel some of those because 1, money issues, and 2, because I couldn't get into their stories. I couldn't. They suck in my opinion. And I'm stuck with the ones that I've grew up with, which is Superman, Teen Titans, Batman. Wait, I said that I didn't order it, yeah, because I don't have money anymore. But if I did, I would stick with Batman as well. And Justice League. I'm stuck with those 4. And now I can't look at Superman the same way, except for Superman Unchained. I can't look at Teen Titans the same way. I'm just waiting for them to see how far they're going to mess up Raven for Teen Titans. I'm just waiting. Just sitting here waiting to see how far they're going to fuck her up. I just want to see. And if it's worse than I thought, or if it's exactly what I thought, I'm just done with Teen Titans. I'm just done. Fuck Teen Titans. Fuck everything. I'm sticking to my New Earth. So, fuck you, New 52. But anyway, those are the only comic book series that I have left reading. And right now, I don't even feel like reading any of them. Why am I still reading? Because of my fanboyism. I'm sorry, but because of my fanboyism. And because of my fanboyism is the reason why I'm doing this video. So yeah. Man. What the fuck, DC? What's going on? Talk to us. Let us know what's going on. Seriously. What are you trying to plan? What are you trying to do? Come on. In fact, I don't care what they said about the New 52, that it was a way to introduce new readers. Which, by the way, there's a thing called the internet. There's a thing called buying the old books. It's really not necessary to introduce these new people to your comics when all they have to do is buy the old ones. Or look in the internet for information. It's really not that hard. But I'm going to just end the video like this. The New 52 was the most unnecessary thing in comic book history. Case in point, that is my opinion. I don't care what anybody says. I am Bizkit. Hope you guys enjoy my little, well, actually big rant. And if you have any thoughts on the stuff that I said in this video, please let me know in the comment section below. If you agree, let me know why. If you disagree, also let me know why. And if you just don't care, then I don't care neither. But anyway, my name is Bizkit. Also, if you are a Teen Titans Go BBX-Ray fan, can't wait to see your opinions on today's episode. See you guys there. Peace out. Bye.